Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. My name's Chris and today we're going to do a little camera review, talk to you about how lighting really helps, and also review this Canon Vixia HF R800 while we look at definitely tools. So if that interests you, stick around for some more. So this is going to be unedited. This is going to be shot on the Canon Vixia HF R800. And right now you can see we got awful lighting, we got shadows galore. We'll just talk about, some of the other items I use to shoot my videos. This is a iPhone 7 Plus. And then we have a LG V35, which is kind of similar to a LG G7. And so these two plus this is definitely my go-to for shooting items. Now the Canon Vixia does have image stabilization, so this is not on a tripod. We're going to add some extra lighting here, so we're going to turn on this Harbor Freight shop light, as well as this light here, which is just a shop light that I picked up at Walmart. This is the older style. They do have a newer style that has difference in LED lighting. And this one I usually just kind of point right up towards the ceiling. And now you can see that we took out all those shadows for the most part, unless we're like in a dark corner. You see that shadow there? But that really helps clean up the picture, make everything a lot more crisp and clear. Now let's take a look at some Williams tools here. This will help you get a visualization of looking at some close-up items, as well as the detail. Again, this is all shot on auto. Typically I would white balance it out before, but I wanted to show you that it's pretty easy if you have the right lighting to get some decent video. Now you're going to notice one thing very interesting on this socket set. There's color on here, and that's brought to you courtesy of my 4-year-old daughter, who, ingenious enough, you see how there's a ridge on there? She put her hair ties on these sockets. So now they not only function as helping for grip, you can see here, it's basically just like a rubber band on there. It also allows you to color your sockets, whether it be for your mood or just say, hey, give me the red one, I use that the most. There's a 10mm, it's red, and you should be good to go. So this set here is probably one that you're not going to see, probably can't find. I don't know a lot of information about this. I Googled it, I Amazoned it, and I really can't find this 70-piece Williams set, but I can tell you that a lot of these ratchets are similar to the older 36-tooth Blue Point ratchet. I think I paid $99 plus tax at a pawn shop for this. If you watch my videos and you're not already subscribed, you'll know that I did a Tecton video where I got a 1/4-inch set, and you can see here this Williams one skips the 4.5mm. Not that that's going to be your most used socket, but this one skips it. But a decent set that I picked up. I thought I got a decent deal on it. This lid is extremely tight to open, and you can see there's my daughter again. She got in there. I wish they would have had the extension in there so you could have used that as an extension as well. But not bad image stabilization for a, how should I say, a $200 to $249 camera. And this is shot in 1080 with image stabilization, everything in auto. We're not zoomed in. You can zoom in here. We're about 2 feet away from this PNC 100 ratchet here. It's part number P3209. Try to zoom in on that. Zoom out. So it has auto zoom with optical and digital. And so this is one of my cameras. I don't use it a lot, but I do use it occasionally. The thing is when you move up to a video camera, you'll lose a lot of your quick editing that you would on a mobile device. You do gain that optical stabilization on the image, but then you have to make sure that you have software to edit it later on, and I have a little bit of both. Now this is something that we'll do a video later on. It's not overly interesting, but it's a Snap-on Blue Point versus a Harbor Freight automatic center punched. We're going to see which one hits harder or just lasts longer because the material is a little bit different that it uses. So well as maybe talk about some of the stuff that we wouldn't normally buy. You can thank the maintenance man for me picking up my very first and only non-contact AC voltage connector, or AC voltage non-contact tester, as well as my wife for picking up the official workshop rules. We'll go ahead and turn some lights off here, let you see the shadows and how it changes, as well as that optical image stabilization. Got some Duralast 1/4-inch sockets here. Oh, speaking of shop rags, that's always interesting. So if you guys subscribe to my videos, if you're not, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But you can see that I've learned to keep the workshop a little bit cleaner. We'll just say garage, but workshop sounds really neat. And I use all sorts of different rags. Old washcloth. Try not to grab the kitchen washcloth. All of our kids are starting to get a little bit older. We do have a 2-year-old, so we don't need that anymore. Thankfully I just had some socks that I use as a rag, because sometimes you can have many different things. I got some upgraded rolling casters that I'll be putting on my service cart. These, believe it or not, did come from Harbor Freight. Really the key on these is just matching up that caster plate, and they line up perfectly. So that's going to look pretty sweet on my 5-drawer US General Series 2 service cart. As well as, you know that I did a torque test on this Quinn 1/4-inch ratchet, and it was pretty amazing. Found out that it's because, well, this head is a little bit thicker than the Pittsburgh Professional Red Series one. The pawls and the gear inside it are almost double in size compared to the other Harbor Freight Professional one. But I do like the high vis on these sockets. And this camera, if you have good lighting, does a great job. So again, this is the Canon Vixia HF R800. And then my 2 other cameras that I use. So guys, hope you enjoyed checking this camera out. It's a cheap, easy way to get in to shooting videos for YouTube, as well as get some decent quality video so that you can post it for everybody to see. And as always guys, work smarter, not harder, and I'll catch you in the next video.